All right. Welcome to yoga with Andi. And we're going to start seated here. So you can just put your blocks on the side of your mat. Keep your water handy. You can have a towel or you can use your towel or blanket underneath you here while we're seated under your sit-bones. Okay, so we're going to sit tall. Good. All right, so we're going to inhale. Let's reach out those arms. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, let's reach up. Exhale, lower. Good. We're going to look over to one side. And we're going to roll that neck. So inhale as you lift up. Look out over your shoulder. Exhale, roll. Inhale up. Exhale, roll. And sometimes I think I sleep funny and I wake up with a bit of kink in my neck. So I find this a nice stretch to kind of work it out. Okay, give me one more. Good, come back to center. Good, we're going to clasp our hands behind our back. We're going to open up the chest and shoulders. We're going to lift your hands, your arms behind your back. But we're trying not to lean forward. We're going to try to sort of sit tall here. And then we're going to bring our arms around. This is to your left side or my right side. So you're going to bring your hands around to your hips. So you still clasp your hands. And we're going to hug our elbows in towards each other, sitting nice and tall. Just hug them in. And then we'll take it to the other hip. So you're still clasping those hands. You can reach them out behind you and then bring them around to your other hip. Hug your elbows in towards each other. Good, so we're trying not to tilt to one side or the other. We're trying to stay center. So we're hugging our elbows in towards each other. Pretend you're squeezing like a watermelon or maybe a cantaloupe, depending how close your elbows can get together, in between those elbows. And then you can release. Good, shake it out. We're going to bring our arms out to the side, and you're going to give yourself a hug. So let's bring our hands, maybe your hands make it to your shoulders. Maybe you can bring it around to the back of your shoulders. Again, sitting nice and tall. So we're just opening up through the back. So before we opened up through the front of the body, and now we're opening up through the back. Good, and then gently release. Yeah, let's clasp our hands together. Whoops, sorry, not yet. Let's, we're gonna turn our thumb down. So this would be your right hand. You're gonna take your left hand on top and clasp your hands like that. So one over the other, and then we're going to bring those arms through. So maybe we can straighten out those arms, maybe not. This is an excellent stretch to your wrist and your forearms. And then we'll gently bend and release those hands. You can shake them out. And let's go the other way. So we're going to turn the left thumb down. We're going to bring the right hand on top. Okay, so right arm on top of left. And then you're going to bring those arms through again. Maybe your arms straighten or maybe not. And then slowly bend those arms. And you can release them, shake them out. Good. Okay, so we're gonna walk forward onto our hands and knees here. Good, let's just circle out. So we're gonna circle over and back. Circle it over those hands and back. Good. So we're stretching out a little further over those wrists. So the more over those wrists you go, the more of a stretching you get. And then you can switch your direction either way, but sit back towards those heels, coming over and sitting back. Good. 3, 2, over those wrists, one more. Good. Okay, so we have those shoulders over those wrists. We're going to curl our toes under, knees under those hips, and we're just going to hover. So we're going to bring our shins just a little bit off the mat, belly in and up. Good, hold. I'm going to go this way, so it seems back. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, keep those shins closed, and 1. Let's lift up those hips and take it into a downward facing dog. Turn to the side so you can see here. Good, let's walk the dog. So let's pedal our feet. Shoulders down away from the ears. Good, lifting up both heels and then draw them down, bellies in and up. Good, we'll lift them up and lower them. So we're going to slide forward into a plank. So we're going to squeeze our glutes. We're going to draw our heels back, bellies in and up, look ahead. 3, 2, 1, and then take it to downward facing dog. 3, 2, 1. Slide forward again into your plank. 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. 3, 2, 1. One more time. Hold your plank. 3, 2, 1. And downward facing dog. Good. Let's lift up those heels, bend those knees, go through those hands. Hop it up or walk it up. Come up to your halfway lift. Nice flat back. Squeezing through the shoulder blades. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga around that. Lower yourself down here. Inhale, press the tops of your feet into the mat. Exhale. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Good, one more time. Slide your hands forward just a little bit. Okay. Inhale. Lifting up. Exhale. Lower. Good. So we're going to let's bring our arms out to the side. So we're going to make a T here. Okay? So we're making a T. And what you're going to do is we're going to bend those elbows. And just from the elbows to the hands, we're going to try to lift. So you may not be able to lift it too high. Good. Now let's lift up the arms and squeeze the upper back. And gently lower down. Inhale one more time. Lifting up, squeezing upper back so arms are in airplane. Exhale, lower. Good. Let's bend those elbows again. By your side, arms around the shoulders. Inhale here, let's lift up the shoulders. Exhale, push up into your plank, knees or toes. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Lift up those heels, bend those knees, look through those hands, walk it up or hop it up. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Inhale, let's reach up, look up. Exhale. Let's bring our hands to our heart. Okay, we're going to come to some sun salutations here. Inhale, let's reach up, look up. Exhale, swander down. Inhale, come on up to that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's step back to our plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, let's come on up to that baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, curl those toes under. Lift up those shoulders. Exhale, up to your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to soften our knees a little bit. We'll just press a little bit on the outside of our feet here. Belly's in and up. Good, lift those heels up, bend those knees, look through those hands. Walk it up for Hatha. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Inhale, let's reach up. Look up. Let's go all the way back down. Exhale, all the way back down. You can soften those knees. Inhale, come on up to the halfway lift. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's sit back to our plank. Chaturanga. Good. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. And then inhale here, exhale, plank. Inhale here, exhale, downward facing dog. Same here. Good. Okay, so we're going to lift up that right leg, three-legged dog. Bring that leg through, and let's come up into a high lunge. Okay? So the ball of your foot is down, heels lifted, knee and toe pointing forward, knee is over your ankle. Okay. Let's bring those arms up and give me a little baby back bend. Good. We're going to bring that right hand down onto our thigh, and we're just going to come into a little side bend. Good, and release. Inhale, let's reach those arms up again. Exhale, hands in cactus, and let's do our twisters. So we're going to twist towards that left thigh, opposite elbow. Let's bring our palms together. We'll gently bring it towards our heart. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back to center. And let's bring this leg to the back. Good. Chaturanga. Knees or toes, lower yourself down. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, come into your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, let's lift up that left leg, three-legged dog. Let's bring that leg through or help it through. We're going to come up to our high lunge. You can steady yourself. Bring that right hip forward a little bit. Good. Reach those arms up. Inhale. Baby back bend. Lifting that heart. Exhale, hold. Inhale, let's bring that left arm down towards your left thigh. And let's reach over into a side bend. Good, and release. Let's stretch those arms back up here. And then cactus arms. We're going to bring the opposite elbow towards your thigh. Bring your palms together. We're gently trying to bring our hands towards our heart, looking out over that shoulder. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Hands come down on either side of your leg. We're dropping that hip, lift our chest. And then we're going to bring that leg to the back. Chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. And then plank the fish dip. And come on back to downward facing dog. We're going to lift up that right leg again, three-legged dog. We're going to bend that knee and open up that hip. We're going to bring your heel towards your bum. Good, and we're going to balance through those arms, through the hands, and that one leg that's down. Opening up that knee, bringing that knee to be the highest point of your body. And lift up that leg, three-legged dog. Good, let's lower it. Bring the other foot close to it. And let's lift up the left leg, three-legged dog. Open up that hip, bringing your heel towards your bum. Open up our hip. Good, lift up three-legged dog. Lower that leg. Lift those heels up, bend those knees. Walk it up or hop it up. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Inhale, let's reach up. Look up. And bring your hands to your heart. Good. All right, so we're going to do our sun salutation heat. Yeah, grab some water if you like. So you should have built up a little bit of heat there. Okay, so we're going to sit in a squat position, raising our arms up. So let's leave just a little bit of space between those legs if you're able to keep your knees pointing forward. If you feel like they're falling inward or outward, then bring your legs a little closer together and you can squeeze them in. Okay, it's a little harder to have that same space between your feet and your thighs. All right. Squatting down, arms up. Good, let's tuck our tail under and fold forward. Inhale, come on up to that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's step back to our plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So from here, let's bring our right foot forward and our left foot down on the mat. Good, rise up to your warrior one here. Good. And gently release. Come back to center, bring that leg to the back. Chaturanga, let's come forward. And then inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. And then take it up to your plank and downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right foot down, rise up. Good. Hold. And let's lower back down into our plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra, upward facing dog. Good. Up to your plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting up those heels, bend those knees, look through those hands, walk it up or hop it up. Halfway lift, fold forward. Inhale, let's reach up, look up, sit into that squat. Tuck the tail under. Okay, rise up. And let's bring those hands to your heart. Good, we're going to do it again. So let's come into our squat here. Use an awkward pose. Good, and folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's step back to our plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra, upward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale, plank. Inhale here, exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg forward, left foot down, warrior one. Good. So you can keep that knee bent. We're going to lift our heel a little bit. And we're just going to turn our thigh out and our foot out and take it to warrior two. Okay. So let's look out over our third fingernail. Tuck your tail under. And hold. Good, let's do a reverse warrior. We're going to reach our arm up and over. Sliding your other hand down the leg, looking up towards your palm. Good, and then come back. Let's bring your elbow on your thigh, reach your arm up. Maybe we can reach it up and over to our extended warrior. Remember opening up those ribs. Maybe you can slide our hand down. Or you can use your block here. You can keep your hand here to keep that knee up and open, or you can put your hand at the back of your ankle. Okay, coming back through the center. Good. We're going to turn our feet inward just a little bit. So our toes are inward a little bit. Good. Hugging those elbows in. Inhale here. Exhale. Bend your knees a little here. And fold forward. Let's bring those hands down to the mat. Let your head hang. Soften your face. Maybe you can get your whole hands down, maybe your fingertips. Try to bring your hands in line with those feet. Bellies in and up here. Gonna come on up to that halfway lift. And then hands on those hips. And let's come all the way back up to center. Good. We're going to turn the other way into warrior two. So we're going to lift our heel a little bit. We're going to bend that knee. We're going to open up this thigh, and let's get deep into that lunge, to that warrior pose. Look out over that third fingernail. Good. Let's turn the palm up, reaching up and over, reverse warrior. Okay, coming back to center. Let's bring that elbow on the thigh. So we're lightly holding it on the thigh. Arm is up here. Let's bring it up and over into extended warrior. Opening up again through those wrists. Maybe we can slide our hand down to the inside of that ankle. Maybe touch the floor, maybe not. You're pulling your mat apart with those feet. Good. Coming back through the center. And we're going to lift up the toes, turn our toes in a little bit again. Let's clasp our hands behind our back. We're going to do our forward fold again. Good. And lifting those arms up away from your body. We're going to hinge forward from the hips. You can soften your knees a little bit. You can put a little bit more weight through the tops of the feet here. Softening your face and your neck. So we're going to use those arms to slowly help yourself halfway up And then all the way up, pushing into your feet, help yourself. Good, shake it up. All right. So, we're gonna keep our feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. I'm gonna get my legs away. Okay, so we're gonna turn our toes out a little bit, and we're gonna come into our yogi squat. Okay, so we're gonna bend those knees. Let's bring our hands to our heart. Let's get down as far as we can. Maybe you can bring those elbows inside those thighs. Maybe if you can get your heels down, that's okay. Roll up your mat and put it under your heels. Chest is up. Good. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower all the way down. Good. Let's stretch those legs down here, flex those feet. Inhale, let's reach up. Soften your knees a little bit. Press your heels into the mat and pull forward. Good. As you pull forward, see if you can straighten out those legs a little further. If you have a yoga strap or band, you can wrap it around your feet and use that to help you as well. Inhale, let's lengthen our spine. Exhale, fold. And come on up. Good. So we're going to bend our knee here. Good. We're going to have a little bit of space between our foot and our leg. So you're just tucking your knee in as much as you can. Okay. We're going to bring our hand behind this leg, and we're going to lift up our hip a little bit, reaching towards our toes. Okay. We're going to bring our arm around, and maybe that's enough. Maybe you could bring your arms together. Maybe you can hold and bind your hands, depending on your shoulder mobility. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, gently release. We're gonna let this leg come in, so it's like a seated tree pose. Okay, and then we're gonna inhale here, so just a little twist towards that leg. Exhale, we're gonna come forward towards that. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Good, come on up. Arms are out here. Good, stay nice and tall. Inhale here. Exhale, we're gonna twist. So bringing your hands to the opposite knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, we're gonna reach for our baby toe. Stretch your arms to the back and nose towards the knee. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach. Again, inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach. Good. And coming up to center. Release your arms. We're going to cross that leg over. Or if you like, you can bend both knees. Trying to stay on the sit bone. You're going to hug that knee in towards you. And fingertips behind you. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, twist. Or we can bring our elbow against that thigh. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Good. Let's switch our legs. We're going to bend this knee just as much as you can. We're going to leave about a fist space or so between your leg and your foot. Hand behind you here. We're going to reach inside that leg. lift up your hip a little bit and reach towards that toe. We're going to bring that arm around. So maybe that's all you can do. Maybe you can bind, bringing those hands together. We'll try to sit tall as much as you can. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're gently going to release. We're going to open up that leg. We're going to inhale here. We're going to twist just a little bit towards that leg. And exhale, fold forward. So maybe one side, you have a little more flexibility in that hip or in that lower back or hamstring. Or maybe it feels the same on both sides. So just be aware of your body. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, fold. Okay, slowly coming out. Let's stretch our arms out. Inhale here. Exhale, twist. Looking out over your shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale, reach for the baby toe. Stretch your other arm out to the back, bringing your chest towards your thigh. Inhale up, center, sitting really tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach for that baby toe. Good, one more time, sitting tall. Inhale here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach. Good, inhale, coming back to center. Release those arms. Good, we're going to bring that leg over into a seated twist, or you can bend both knees if you like. Try and keep your sit bones down. We're going to hug that knee in, fingertips or hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, twist. And as you breathe, as you exhale, see if you can just slightly twist a little bit more. Maybe even use your elbow against that knee or thigh. Okay, coming back to center, releasing your legs. Let's bring our soles of our feet in together. Inhale here, exhale. So what I'm going to have you do, bring your hands behind you. We're going to open up our heart, our chest, so you're going to be on your fingertips or your hands. And maybe we can scoot our sit bones in our body closer to those heels. Maybe not. So let's sit nice and tall. We're on our fingertips. We're walking ourselves forward, and we have a nice long spine. Good. Let's bring our hands center. Inhale here. Exhale. We can soften. Good. You can come forward just as far as you're able. Good. And then I want you to come up here, and we're just going to open up the upper part of the feet. Keep the heels together so you can open up through the arch and through the tops of the feet. Maybe you can get them to do that on their own, or maybe you need to help them. I need to help mine. And you can open your feet kind of like it's like a book. You're opening up the book and you're looking at the inside of that book. Yeah. And then you can put that book back together. Good. And shake it out. So let's lie back down here, all the way down on your back. Good. Let's walk our heels towards your fingertips. And we're going to lift. So let's do this slowly. We're coming into our bridge pose. Okay? So we're going to peel our tailbone off the mat. And then our vertebrae all the way up to the back of the shoulder blade. Good, knees and toes are pointing forward. Let's clasp our hands underneath us. Maybe we can open up the chest and the shoulders. Hold here. So I want you to maybe even feel like you might be able to lift your toes off the mat. So you're pressing your heels into the mat. And it's like you're not moving, but you're thinking about bringing your heels closer towards your hands. Good. We're going to release our arms, release those feet. And then I want you to slowly, like a wave, kind of start with the upper spine and slowly, slowly, slowly melting down into the mat, come down to your tailbone. Good. And one more time. Inhale, let's start with the tailbone. Lifting up the vertebrae. And exhale, hold up here. Let's clasp our hands underneath our back. So you shouldn't be moving around your neck. So you're just gonna look up towards the ceiling or the sky. And hold, gently pressing the upper arms into the mat. So same thing, see if you can wiggle your toes here. Press your heels into the mat. Good. And gently releasing our arms. And then slowly, slowly melt your spine back into the mat with your tailbone coming down last. And release. Good. All right, so you can use your block underneath you with your legs up, or legs up the wall, or you come into your shoulder bridge. So for your shoulder bridge, we're going to bring our hands as small as the back. We're going to bend our knees to start, hug our elbows in towards each other, and then let's stretch our legs up in the air. So try not to move your neck around. Good, bringing your legs in close together. So you can point your toes. Actually, point your feet, and then you can flex your toes. Hold and breathe. We stand on our feet most of the day, or we're seated with our feet below us. So this kind of inversion is good to allow that blood to flow back towards your heart. We're going to bend those knees slowly. Good. And slowly lower all the way down to the mat. You can have your feet to the edges of your mat and just rock or windshield wiper those knees side to side. Good. And then come back to center. Good. Let's slide those legs out to the bottom corners of the mat. Let your feet fall open, palms up towards the ceiling, and we're coming into Savasana. Just relax. Let the belly rise and fall. So you can stay here. Relaxing your eyes and your eye sockets. So just softening your face. Releasing your jaw. Opening your throat. So you can stay here longer if you like. When you're ready, you can wiggle those fingers and toes. I'll just bend our knees. You can bring them to one side. So you can stay in Savasana for as long as you like. And then when you're ready, you can come up to a seated position. And have your legs crossed. Let's bring our hands to our heart. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today. We bow to each other and we say Namaste. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrea.